The prospect of the entire Earth entering a deep freeze is both fascinating and terrifying. This scenario, often referred to as a Snowball Earth, has been hypothesized in scientific circles and depicted in various works of fiction. This script explores the potential causes, progression, and consequences of such a global freeze. Causes of a global freeze. A global freeze could be triggered by various factors, including significant volcanic eruptions, changes in solar radiation, or a massive asteroid impact. Human-induced climate change could also play a role by disrupting the delicate balance of the Earth's climate system. Initial signs. The initial signs of a global freeze would include a drop in temperatures worldwide. Polar ice caps would expand, and glaciers would begin advancing into previously temperate regions. Unusually harsh winters and prolonged cold spells would become common. Impact on ecosystems. Ecosystems would face severe disruptions. Species adapted to warmer climates would struggle to survive, leading to mass extinctions. Arctic and Antarctic species might initially thrive, but could also face challenges as their environments become too extreme. Human response. Human societies would scramble to adapt. Governments might implement emergency measures, such as rationing food and fuel and establishing shelters. Migration towards the equator, where conditions might be slightly less severe, could become a necessity. Agricultural collapse. Agriculture would be one of the first sectors to collapse. Crops would fail due to freezing temperatures, leading to widespread food shortages. Livestock would perish, further exacerbating the food crisis. Economic impact. The global economy would be devastated. Trade routes would be disrupted, and industries relying on agriculture, manufacturing, and transport would grind to a halt. The financial markets would likely crash, leading to a global recession or depression. Infrastructure challenges. Infrastructure would suffer greatly. Roads, bridges, and buildings not designed for extreme cold would deteriorate. Power grids could fail under the increased demand for heating and the physical strain of ice and snow. Energy crisis. An energy crisis would ensue as demand for heating skyrockets. Fossil fuels might become scarce, and renewable energy sources like solar and wind could be less effective in the freezing conditions. Nuclear energy might see a resurgence as a reliable source of power. Health impacts. Public health would be severely affected. Hypothermia, frostbite, and cold-related illnesses would become common. Healthcare systems, already strained by the pandemic, would struggle to cope with the increased demand for medical care. Psychological effects. The psychological impact on the global population would be profound. The constant cold and lack of sunlight could lead to widespread depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Social cohesion might break down as communities struggle to survive. Biodiversity loss. The loss of biodiversity would be catastrophic. Entire ecosystems could collapse, leading to a domino effect on the global environment. The loss of pollinators, for example, would further impact food production. Ocean changes. Oceans would undergo significant changes. Ice would cover large parts of the seas, disrupting marine life and currents. The disruption of thermohaline circulation could have long-term effects on global climate patterns. Geopolitical tensions. Geopolitical tensions would rise as nations compete for dwindling resources. Conflicts over water, food, and habitable land could escalate, leading to wars and further destabilization. Scientific research. Scientific research would be crucial in understanding and mitigating the crisis. Efforts to study the causes and potential solutions, such as geoengineering, would be intensified. International collaboration in scientific endeavors would be essential. Potential solutions. Potential solutions to halt or reverse the freeze could include geoengineering techniques like releasing aerosols into the atmosphere to reflect sunlight or deploying space mirrors to increase solar radiation. However, these solutions come with significant risks and uncertainties. Role of technology. Technology would play a critical role in adaptation and survival. Innovations in heating, insulation, and sustainable energy would be necessary. Communication technologies would help maintain social order and coordinate relief efforts. Cultural shifts. Cultural shifts would occur as societies adapt to the new reality. Traditions and lifestyles would change, with a greater focus on community support and resilience. Art and literature might reflect themes of survival and resilience. Education and awareness. Education and awareness campaigns would be vital in preparing the population for the challenges ahead. Teaching survival skills, resource management, and climate science would become priorities in schools and communities. Long-term adaptation. Long-term adaptation strategies would include building more resilient infrastructure, developing cold-resistant crops, and rethinking urban planning to accommodate the harsh conditions. International cooperation would be necessary to share resources and knowledge. Environmental regeneration. Ironically, the freezing conditions might allow some parts of the environment to regenerate. Industrial activities would slow down, leading to a temporary decrease in pollution levels. However, the overall environmental impact would still be severe. Hope and resilience. Despite the dire circumstances, hope and resilience would be crucial for survival. Communities would come together to support each other, and human ingenuity would likely lead to innovative solutions. The crisis could foster a renewed sense of global unity and purpose. Lessons learned. The experience of a global freeze would teach humanity valuable lessons about the fragility of our planet and the importance of sustainable living. It would highlight the need for better preparedness and cooperation in facing global challenges. Conclusion. The entire Earth freezing would be a catastrophic event with profound implications for all life forms. While the challenges would be immense, humanity's capacity for adaptation and innovation offers a glimmer of hope. By learning from this hypothetical scenario, we can better prepare for and prevent future climate-related disasters. Thanks for taking this cosmic journey with me. If you want to learn more about the mind-bending mysteries of space, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and share this video. And remember, the universe is out there. So go ahead, dream big.